Hi, good morning. My name is Deepthi, working as an assistant professor, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Machine Learning, Annamacharya University, Rajampeta. Today I am going to discuss about the structures and files. Structures definition, initialization and accessing the member of a structure, nested structures, arrays of structures, member structures and functions, structures and pointers, self-referential structures, unions and enumerated data types, files, introduction to files, file operations, reading and writing the data on file, error handling during file operations. In C program, a structure is user-defined data types that allows the grouping of different types of variables together under a single name. This name member can be different data types and each member can be accessed using the dot operator. After structured variable is declared, structures. Structures are multiple useful when you want to represent a record such as student details, employee record, etc. Structure definition in C. So a structure is defined using struct keyword followed by structure name and the body containing the structure members enclosed in brackets. So syntax structure name data type member 1, data type member 2, data type and member 3. More number of can be added. Struct. The keyword indicates a structure definition. Struct name. This is the name of structure type. Member 1, member 2, member 3. There are the names of variables inside the structure. Each member can have different data types. And here examples. Struct student, char name 50 and int age, float grade. Structure initialization. Initialization refers to accessing initialized values to member of structures. Structures can be initialized at the time of declaration using a set of values enclosed in curly brackets. So here example of initialization. Struct student character name and int age float. Struct student1. So initialization of declaration. Next is multiple structure initialization. So here struct student1 and struct student2. Accessing structure members. Here the structure member are accessed using the dot operator after creating variables. So structure name printf name student1 dot here access name member printf age student1 age access age member printf access grade member. Example of structure definition. So here include string struct student character name in age and float grade. Declare a structure variable struct student1 accessing the values to the members and here print struct member printf here name student1 dot name and next is printf grade student1 dot grade. And next nested structure in C. Nested structures. In C refers to a structure that contains any other structures as one of its members. This allows you to represent the complex data by grouping related information, especially when there is a hierarchical or multiple levels of data. What are nested structures? A nested structures is when a student has another structure as one of its members. It enables you to create more complex data models such as an addresses containing street, city, and zip code within a person structure. The structure can be nested in following ways: by separate structure, by embedded structure. So here separate structure. Here we creating two structures, but the depending structures should be used inside a main structure as members. And structured data. So here int date, int month, int year, structure employee. Next, open bracket, int id, character name, data. So here embedded structure. The embedded structures enables us to declare the structure inside the structure. Hence, it requires less lines of code, but it can be used in multiple data types. So, struct employee int id, character name 20, and struct data int date, int month, and int year. Example program include studio.h, include string.h, struct employee int id, character name, struct data, int date, int month, int year. So next, array of structures. Structures in C. A structure in C is user-defined data types that allows grouping variables of different data types under a single name. Array of structures. An array of structures is a collection of multiple structure variables where each element of array is a structure. It allows you to store a collection of records. Array of structures. An array of structure is simply an array where each element is a structure. It is used when we need to store multiple records of same type. You can access the member of each structure in the array using an index. So next, defining an initialization of array of structures declaration. You declare an array of structures just like regular array but using the structure type. Struct employee 3. Next, initialization. You can initialize the array of structures at the time of declaration. Struct employee 2. Accessing the members of structures in an array. You can access a member of a structure in an array using the dot operator. To access the ID of employee, example code of array of structures include stdion.h struct employee int id character name float array int main. Declare the initialization of an array of a structures struct employees. Structures and functions. In C, structures can be used in which functions to organize and manipulate the data. A structure can be passed to a function either by value or by reference. Passing structures to functions by value. When a structure is passed to a function by value, a copy of structure is made and made and any changes made to the structures inside the functions will not affect the original structure. Passing the structures to function by references using pointers. When a structure is passed by reference using a pointer, the function works directly with the original structures and any changes made inside the function will affect the original structure. Returning structure from functions. C functions can also return structures. This is useful when you want a functions to create the new structures or modify an existing structure and then return it. Function with multiple structure arguments. You can pass multiple structures to a function as a arguments either by value or reference. Structures and pointers. Introductions to pointers to a structures. What is a pointer to a structure? Means a pointer to a structure is a pointer that holds the memory address of structure variables. You can use pointer to a function pass structures to functions dynamically allocate the memory of structures or work with large data structures. Installation and using the pointers to structures. You can access the address of a structure to a pointer using the address of operator. Accessing the structure member using pointer. When a pointer to access the structure member, use the arrow operator instead of dot operator. Dynamic memory allocated for structures using malloc to dynamically allocated memory for a structure. You can dynamically allocate the memory for a structure using malloc. The pointer will point to allocate the memory. Free dynamic allocated memory. It is important to free dynamic allocated memory using the free function avoid memory leaks. Self-referential structures in C. Introductions to self-referential structures. Definition. A self-referential structure in C structure that contains a pointer to an instance of same structure type within itself. These types of structures are essential for creating dynamic data structures like linked list trees and graphs where each node refers to another element of same type. Syntax for defining a self-referential structures. Struct name, data type, type member 1, type member 2, self-referential pointer, struct name and pointer member. Struct name defines a structure with the name structure name pointer member. This is a pointer of structure type making itself a self-referential structures. Unions and enumerated data types in C. Unions and enumerated data types are two essential features in C programming that allows the more memory usage, and clear readable code. These features are